Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Thinking Shakespeare by Barry Edelstein. So today we're on chapter 7, which is entitled One Line at a Time. So this chapter is about how the actor interacts with the verse line. Why does verse exist? Such a wonderful question, and I hope you're asking it, because if you're not, you should be. So, a couple of vocab to get out of the way first. So at the end of a verse line, iambic pentameter. If it ends with a period, a comma, a colon, a semicolon, really any sort of punctuation, that is referred to as a end-stopped line. If it does not have punctuation at the end of it, it is called enjambed. Fun word, enjambed. So these terms are going to come up. An example of an enjambed line as well as an end-stopped line would be, and I'll put a little slash in where the verse ends, "Let not the royal bed of Denmark be a couch for luxury and damned incest." Period at the end of that. So the first line is enjambed with the second, which is in turn end-stopped. Very good. So moving past vocabulary into the first lesson of what do we do with verse. So I've said it in previous videos that Shakespeare's characters think while they speak. Barry says that much more specifically. Shakespeare's characters think 10 syllables at a time. That's why verse exists, because at the end of every line is a new thought. And that new thought is what propels the character into the next line and thereby builds momentum. So Barry suggests that the thought is integral to the performance of Shakespeare. After every single verse line, you should be having a thought. Now, very important, a thought does not necessarily mean a pause. Not necessarily a pause, because if you're pausing at the end of every verse line, you are going to drive your audience insane. Don't do that. So a thought might look like, "Let not the royal bed of Denmark be a couch for luxury and damned incest." Right? So if you were studious or you paused at the right time, you'll notice that there was just a itty bit of a pause in there, just so small. And Barry says that's fine. A thought can be a micropause. A thought can be a catch breath, right? That's fine, but don't make it into something like, "Let not the royal bed of Denmark be a couch for luxury and damned incest." That's too much, right? It's something that you get a sense of with time. So, that is enough for this video. Shakespeare's characters think at the end of their lines. That thought propels them into the next line. It builds momentum. We do not pause. And we also learned a couple of vocabulary terms, so that's nice. And, I'm forgetting something. Go Shakespeare! Go Shakespeare!